I'm assuming the naughty pants are from home that you probably brought over.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Medusa Couture's with the naughty. Yeah, for sure.
Those are great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mike,
They weren't in it enough.
They weren't. No, they weren't.
No.
You're right.
No.
Maybe we need a spin-off series.
There was just too much. I liked it though. It was just, leave them wanting more.
Leave. Well,
I think so.
Another Disney Plus series on the way. Absolutely.
Yes. Called Leave Them Wanting More?
Leave Them Wanting More.
Okay, great.
The Naughty Pants story.
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that's all we need. Catherine, thank you so much for taking your time with us today.
Of course.
This show is phenomenal. I wish it was already fall so we could be watching it again.
I know. It feels like fall here.
Yeah. And welcome to Toronto, right?
God, best weather.
Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
Congrats also on your performance at D23. My co-hosts were there and they said you were crushing it. So
real fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a real fun song to sing with those people.
Oh, yeah. Saw the clips.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Good.
It's been 3 years now. How do you think Wanda is feeling about... how do you think Agatha's feeling about Wanda?
Ooh, that's a good question. I think Agatha is pissed.
Yeah, rightfully so.
Yeah.
You also have the best cackle in the business right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thank you. I do love a cackle.
How did it take to find that? And what was the preparation like for it?
You got to just let it rip.
Yeah.
Can't think about it. And it's got to be a good combo of really finding something funny and also being mad at the same time. The rage.
That's an interesting combo. Funny and angry.
Mm-hmm. Rage and hilarity.
Love that. Love that so much. Something that we love that Marvel does really well is the costumes. There's so much attention to detail put in them. And what we love so much in WandaVision and, carried over into Agatha was the amount of costumes that you change into and all the different looks that you kind of have. What was the process of creating those? Did you have any input?
I feel so forever blessed being able to work with Daniel Sellen, who he assisted the costumes for WandaVision, and then he designed all of Agatha. His mind is so beautiful, and he is so collaborative that he really helped all of us define our looks. And he actually, the tailor that he had for my clothing, I think worked with Lucille Ball, came out of retirement to do these clothes. My Road Witch outfit, the long purple dress, she had buried these little ruins, these Celtic ruins, throughout the silk lining of it as protection. I mean, I have goosebumps thinking about it. It was just every time I got to put it on, just felt like you just felt this surge of power, and did that for every witch.
Right.
Had her own protection. Some sort of signifier that was for her character or his character. And it's such a huge part of that added, because it's not domestic. There's something, of course, really heightened about it. And so it really adds to the everything are those costumes. Yeah, it was such a fun, our fittings were so fun. We would just put on music and just try on the coolest clothes ever. And just find these humans that were somehow based on, or these creatures somehow based on the comics, but then and then also with Jack's writing, we just found this awesome middle ground.
Even the ones that you had through the different eras.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the naughty pants are from home that you probably brought over.
Oh, sure. Yeah. Medusa Couture's with the naughty. Yeah, for sure.
Those are great. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mike,
they weren't in it enough.
They weren't. No, they weren't.
No.
You're right.
No.
Maybe we need a spin-off series.
There was just too much. I liked it though. It was just, leave them wanting more.
More.
I think so.
Another Disney Plus series on the way. Absolutely.
Yes. Called Leave Them Wanting More?
Leave Them Wanting More.
Okay, great.
The Naughty Pants story.
Good.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, that's all we need. What was also really cool is you had all these different titles that came out for this show. We had House of Harkness, Coven of Chaos, Darkhold Diaries. My personal favorite was The Lying Witch with Great Wardrobe.
The Great Wardrobe. Yeah, I love it.
Was there one that you had that you just loved?
I think that was
that one?
Yeah. And I also loved Coven of Chaos.
That was a cool one.
I love that one too.
Yeah. If you had the opportunity to kind of create your own coven and you could pick any famous TV or movie witches to kind of have in them, who would you have?
I would love Elvira.
Okay.
I would love, I can't remember her name, but the Bewitched mom.
Right.
Mom and Bewitched. Of course, Margaret Hamilton. My daughter is a little bit of a young witch, I think.
Cool.
She would be amazing in there. And Oh my gosh, there are so many. Anyone in my coven, I feel like would be
Blair Witch, maybe, you know?
the Blair
Blair
Witch.
Witch, why not?
Right, who we've never really seen.
Yeah, yeah, she's a bit of a famous witch, I guess, right?
Yes.
Yeah, keeps it under the radar. Kind of like
Yes.
Sia. You don't ever see her.
Never see her.
Yeah,
That could be interesting.
yeah.
Legit scary. Yeah.
That's a good roster
Yeah, I think
of
so
witches
too.
that you kind of got in there. I love
Or
that.
the witch.
The
Anya
witch.
Taylor
Oh,
would
yeah.
be like
Hermione, if you want to go a little family friendly too.
yes.
Yeah, why not? And if you then had the opportunity to kind of create your own witch trials and you had to make people kind of go through them, what would those trials be?
Oof. Well, if it's to prove that one is a witch, I feel like we've been through enough, us witches. You know what I mean? I would like to flip it and have people prove to us that they are cool enough to be in our presence.
Fair.
And we would put them through a gauntlet.
Yeah.
You'd have to drink a lot of potions.
Anyone
see if
that'll
you
do-
survive.
I don't think I would, yeah.
Okay. Let's
No,
see.
I'm sure I'd right away. Just first drink, I'm out. Yeah. I'd appreciate the attempt though.
We would just have stomachs of steel.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Yeah. I'd be having like Pepto-Bismol on the side the entire time. That would be the potion for all I know.
Yeah.
Something that's also so fantastic about, Agatha all along and WandaVision was there was such a love letter to television and
Yeah.
film out there. And I'm curious for yourself, were there any shows growing up or even today that you really wish you were a part of?
Oh, so many. I mean, when I was a kid, I was obsessed with Little House on the Prairie because I loved Paw. And I just wanted to like run around in like a gingham dress and just clean up the pigs. That sounded really fun to me.
Yeah.
I also always wanted to take the Love Boat to Fantasy Island because I thought that that's where it went.
That's where all went.
Yes. That's
love
when I
that.
was little. Yeah, there's so many worlds that I wanted to jump into, for sure. I loved Cheers. I loved, there's so many Norman Lear shows that I just wanted to dive into, for sure. But I was like a visitor to those shows. Yeah, I'd miss my friends.
No, that's really cool. I like that there's all these different shows in the past that you always kind of envision and see like, oh, how did they do this and how did they make this?
Yeah.
Now you're kind of seeing all the behind the scenes.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, especially on WandaVision, like they had the same cameras. They used like the period lights. They used like the period like practical magic, and we did a lot of that on Agatha all along. There was like a lot of practical magic. In fact, we tried to use the least amount of CGI and green and blue screens as we possibly could. Yeah.
That must have thrown you off a lot too. Just seeing all the magic happening in real time.
It actually was more immersive because you weren't acting to X's on a box somewhere or
Right.
pretend like you weren't trying to manifest what you thought the world was going to look like in front of you. You were actually like in the world.
That's so cool.
Like that big set, that big,
Right.
which the road set is all like, was like the size of a football field. And it was like 300 and like the hand painted screen around it was enormous. You could just walk in any direction and you would just be in that environment. It was crazy.
Something that also was really cool about WandaVision was it was that first Marvel television show that came out on Disney Plus.
Yes.
It was right in the pandemic, so everyone was at home watching it, and everyone was
And it was
very
perfect
consumed
timing.
by it. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
perfect timing. And what was it like for you to kind of see every week people trying to figure out what's next? Because the internet was nuts with it.
I know. It was, I mean, it really was crazy perfect timing. We were supposed to come out second. And so I think it was just like this, everything just kind of aligned that it was like the perfect Friday night show that everybody could wait for. Like it felt very as nostalgic as the shows that WandaVision was admiring and showing us. Like, so it really did weirdly feel like everything was very meta. And I watched it with my family. My family didn't know anything. I didn't share anything with them. So we watched it together the whole time, which was so fun. I'll never ever forget it. But yeah, I thought it was like the best. The amount of, I think the weekly was really worked in our favor for that show, for sure.
Yeah, because everyone was going nuts. They're always trying to figure out, okay, who's going to show up here? And I feel like the name we kept hearing was Mephisto.
Yes.
And I was like,
A lot of Mephisto. I remember that.
oh my God.
Yes.
What do you think is going to happen with this now going forward? Because we're going right into Halloween with this.
Yes.
How do you feel people are going to be reacting to each episode?
I mean, I have no idea how anyone's going to be reacting, but I know that there is Jack Schaefer is a master of keeping people on their toes.
Yeah.
So I know that that's already baked in there.
And ending on Halloween is the perfect way.
Exactly.
Awesome. Catherine, thank you so much
thank
for your
you.
time.
A pleasure.
Yes, of course. And good luck with Fan Expo. I know you're going to be walking around a lot.
So
Which
excited.
looks really great there, too. Maybe not as good as in the show, but it's really fantastic.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is always so moving. This is still so nuts for me, to be honest, just to even see her name up there.
That's wicked. So well deserved, though.
So wicked. I know, it's very cool. All right, such a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.